Hey guys, so we're going to be talking about something today called linear perspective, and I'm going to teach you 1-point linear perspective. So this is your paper. This is my ruler. You guys will have a real ruler, but I'm at home and couldn't find one, so I made my own. So the first thing that we want to do is we're going to draw something called a horizon line, and the horizon line is just the point where the sky meets the ground, and it can be anywhere on your paper. I'm going to do mine about halfway. So if we're thinking about a landscape, everything above the horizon line is the sky, everything below it is the ground, okay? The horizon line, that's one of your vocabulary words. Next, we're going to draw a vanishing point. And you can put the vanishing point just about anywhere you want. I'm going to put mine kind of near the center for this. The vanishing point is going to be the point where all the lines converge. So if you look at your workbook, this is going to be the vanishing point right here. And in this example, well, that's 2-point perspective. That doesn't count. In this example right here, here's the vanishing point. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to draw boxes. So I'm going to draw a box on the ground. And so if we think about perspective, you guys should be using your rulers for this. So make sure that when you use your ruler, you spread your hand. Don't let the ruler slide. I'm just going to draw a simple box. Now, I want to make this look like a 3-dimensional box, like a cube. So all the lines need to go back towards a vanishing point. So I'm going to put my pencil on the vanishing point, line up my ruler to this corner of the box, and I'm going to draw a really light line. Light so that I can erase it later, the parts that I don't want. And I'm going to do it again, all the corners here, and I'm going to do one here. Make sure that you're spreading your hand on your ruler and pushing down with the ruler, otherwise the ruler is going to slide when you draw. So you want to press down hard, push against the ruler and make that line, okay? So now if the box infinitely went back in space, that's what it would look like. These are called converging lines. Converge means that they go together. So even though in real life these lines would be parallel, when we try to draw them on a 2-dimensional surface, they converge towards the vanishing point. Now if I wanted to make this a real cube, I would draw a parallel line from here up and a parallel line from this box down, and then I would have my box. And then I can erase all these lines because these were just kind of my guidelines to show me where to draw the lines. And now I have a nice little box. And I could go over this with a Sharpie or a pen. Okay. You would use your ruler and you would make that a lot nicer. Okay, so this is the front of the box, the top of the box, and we're seeing one side of the box. Now, that means that we are looking at this from above, okay? So this is called bird's eye view, meaning that we can see some of the top of the box, like we're a bird looking down. Now let's draw something called person's eye view, okay? So person's eye view means that we can't see the top or the bottom. So if I had a cube way back here, and maybe this is a house, okay, you have to kind of use your imagination when we're making these boxes. This is a house way off in the distance, and it kind of is even with the horizon line. Same thing, we can draw our converging lines. The lines always go to the vanishing point. And then I'm going to draw the side of this box. It's going to be parallel to the side. And now I can erase my guidelines. I'm also going to erase the horizon line that I'm covering up because I'm not making a glass box. Maybe my box is made of metal. Okay? And now, as you can see from here, when something is even with the horizon line, we can see one side, so we can see like the front, and one side, but we can't see any of the top or the bottom. So I can see the front and one side. I can't see any top or any bottom. So that's going to be human's eye view. And that means that we're looking at something that's about at our eye level, human's eye view. Okay? Let's talk about one more perspective, and that is something that's up in the sky. So think about like a Minecraft cloud that you might see, or some cloud, or maybe some space building, anything that's in the sky. Maybe it's a water tower or something. Okay, we have a cube here. I'm just drawing cubes because they're the easiest to demonstrate with, but any shape could do that. This is up in the sky, right? So when we do this, we do our converging lines from all the corners. 1, 2, 3. And really, I could do it from this corner too, but unless this is a see-through glass house, you're not going to be able to see it, so there's no point. So I'm going to draw my parallel lines here, here, parallel, go straight up. Now I can erase my guidelines. That's why we draw them nice and light, okay? You can always darken up the parts you want. And I can go over this with Sharpie, or I can darken it with my pencil, or whatever you need to do. And you guys, when you're using your excellent craftsmanship, you would probably be using your ruler for this. But I want to go fast for the sake of the demo and your attention spans. So now I can see the front, I can see one side, and now I can see a little bit of the bottom of this box. So this view we're going to call worm's eye view. So picture you're a little bug and you're looking up, so you can see the bottom of things when you're a bug. You can see lots of bottoms. So we've got the words that we learned were linear perspective. Linear perspective is this whole system that I'm teaching you, where you're using lines to make things look three-dimensional even though they're on a two-dimensional surface. Okay? This is our vanishing point. This is the point where all the lines go to. And we have to be consistent. We don't make multiple vanishing points all over the place. All of our shapes should share the same vanishing point, okay? Parallel lines, you know, are lines that would never touch. So this line and this line are parallel. This line and this line are parallel. This line and this line are parallel. They would never touch. They would just go on and on like train tracks. Vertical lines go up and down, okay? Horizontal lines go left to right. Our horizon line separates the sky from the ground. Worm's eye view is going to show us some of the bottom of an object. Human's eye view, it used to be called man's eye, but we're trying to be, you know, progressive, so we're going to say human's eye. Doesn't show the top or the bottom. You just see the front and the side. And then bird's eye view is going to show us the front, the side, and the top of an item, okay? And you're going to use all these vocabulary words when you are filling out your worksheet pages and even for your next project. And you're going to do these pages, you're going to practice all of these techniques, and then we'll talk about what you're going to do for your next project, okay? Thank you.